With well over 1 million insects described, and probably another 20 or 30 million more which haven't been discovered yet, insects are some of the most bizarre forms of life on Earth. Here are 5 strange, beautiful, and creepy insects you probably didn't even know existed. Number 5. The hose-nose cycad weevil. A primitive weevil in the insect family Brentidae, the hose-nosed weevil is native to Africa. The nose on this weevil is typically called a rostrum, and isn't a nose at all. It is an elongated projection of the face, at the tip of which sits the weevil's mouth. The very long snout is used to help chew holes through thick-walled cycad seeds, so eggs can be laid inside. Only the females of the species have this elongated rostrum. The females of the species hold the world record for the longest snout among weevils. Number 4. The Brahmin Moth. Also known as Wallach's owl moth, this insect belongs to its own small family of moths called the Brahmiids, with only 40 known species worldwide. It can be found throughout southern and eastern Asia. The adults can be very large, growing to a wingspan of over 6 inches. The adults aren't known to eat, so live very short lives. When frightened, the moths don't fly away. Instead, they begin to reflexively shake. Caterpillars of this moth have a number of defenses, including feeding on toxic plants, looking overall intimidating, and the ability to scrunch up to mimic a snake. Number 3. The snap-jawed Dracula ant. Most Mystrium ants primarily live in Madagascar, but this vampiric ant makes its home in Australia and various parts of Southeast Asia. Dracula ants get their name from the queen ant's morbid diet. She subsists entirely on the blood of her own children. She drinks the hemolymph of her newly hatched larvae even if other food is available. Additionally, Dracula ants can close their jaws using a type of snapping mechanism, allowing built-up muscle tension to cause their mandibles to scissor closed at over 200 miles an hour, the fastest animal movement in the world. This snapping effect can stun prey, or like some other snapjaw ants, be used to fling themselves out of harm's way by pressing their mandibles against the ground and performing the maneuver. Number 2. Glowspot roaches. Glowspot roaches are a type of blabarid, or giant cockroach, and can grow several inches long. The larger group is common throughout South America and Africa, but these specific glowspot roaches, in the genus Lucihormetica, are found in South American rainforests. Adults of this group tend to have collections of large yellow spots on the back of their pronotum, which can autofluoresce when exposed to white light, and can also glow brightly under ultraviolet light. The purpose of these spots in nature isn't entirely understood. They may help ward off predators as a form of mimicry of more poisonous insects, or be used as some sort of mating signal. Many of these species in this group are threatened, or may already be extinct, having not been collected in almost a century. Number 1. Bat flies. Although you may be thinking it, this isn't a spider, it's a fly. These bizarre flies are external parasites of bats. Like a giant tick, the flies take intermittent blood meals from their hosts. Because of their long dependency on bats for food and movement, they have completely lost their wings and have had an extreme reduction in their eyes. Most species are eyeless, but a few have vestigial eyes capable of extremely limited sight. Their legs fold backwards, more like spiders than other insects, and their feet are specifically adapted to hold onto bat hair. Even more bizarrely, their heads have been pushed backwards and now attached to the middle of their back instead of the front of their bodies. Unlike other insects, the females of the Nycteribidae batflies don't lay eggs. Instead, a single larva develops inside the mother, being fed off of glands which secrete a nutrient fluid to it. Eventually, a fully developed larva is birthed, which immediately pupates into an adult. Thanks for watching, and remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel.